Alright, nothing like rushing when you're going. Okay, we were supposed to be over doing the Paparoa, but there was a big massive weather bomb coming through, so we flagged that idea. Jane came over from the coast, so she comes over on the weekends, and she works over there during the week. So she's in Christchurch, Gary's in Christchurch, I'm in Christchurch, so we decided, well, we'll go for a walk. We're going up the Wharfdale, which we're just going to do an overnighter and stuff over there, so that'll be alright. Phil and Murray did actually do the first day of the Paparoa before they realised it was just too clagged in, they weren't going to see anything, so we'll get a refund on that, go do that at some stage, and head off to the Wharfdale, which is just up north of Oxford, just north of Christchurch. So I'm got to go over and get, in 4 minutes, go get Gary and Jane. Oh, Sarge's coming too, so that should be quite fun. So anyway, off we go. It's got a function on it. Here we go, straight ahead. Alright, here we are, Wharfdale. As you can see, the track's actually not too bad. We are climbing steadily to get up to a saddle, but in the whole scheme of things, very well formed. Pretty much flat. Into the beech forest. I can see how some people would think this would be a bit boring, but beech forest for most of it till we get up to the Wharfdale. It's not really raining. What drips are coming down are just coming off being condensed on the trees and coming down, so it's actually looking pretty cool out there. It reminds me of the west coast with the mist on the mountains, so yeah, so it's good to be out. Nice wee trip. Took us about an hour and 20 I suppose. Oh, probably an hour and a half, because the track in, you've got to be careful because it's actually four-wheel drive for a wee bits of it. Couple of Fords, whole lot of rutting and stuff like that, so you need something with at least a higher wheelbase, and some four-wheel drive would be good, especially if it's been raining. So yeah, so a few gates to open. Watch the livestock as well. There's a few lambs and sheep in the paddocks and some of those blind bins, so hopefully on a Sunday night we'll have the hut to ourselves. It'll be quite nice. Stoke up the fire and sit there and chew the fat. So anyway, I'll drop back a bit. No doubt Sarge will come back looking for me at some stage. He realises I'm gone. Yeah, keep going. So I did lie. There is a bit of a climb. We've just had to sort of go up and down a wee bit. Past a reasonably good slip, so poles. Always take my poles no matter what I'm walking. And this has actually been good because that slip was a bit wet, but slippery, and the poles have been good. So yeah, just up a wee bit of a hill. Most of it, as I said, is reasonably flat, just a little bit of up and down a wee bit, but yeah, so very nice though, nice temperature. It's not raining anymore, not worrying about sandflies because it's still a bit too wet for them, and sun's not out, so we're not getting burnt. So yeah, overall not a bad wee day. Oh yes, you found me. Thank you. He's telling me to hurry up because I'm falling behind, too busy talking. Okay, for those of you that don't know, we're walking through a beech forest. lots of them in around Canterbury, over this side of the Southern Alps. So all these beech trees, and then what grows on them is this black mossy stuff all up the trunks. Doesn't actually kill them or anything, just sits on top there. But what it does do is those little spore things on the tree that I just videoed have got really sweet nectar. If you actually take a drop of it in your tongue, that's really nice and sweet, which is good, attracts the insects and feeds them during the summertime and stuff. Trouble is, what it mostly attracts is wasps. A big huge massive wasp problem in Canterbury with the beech trees. So that's what that is. So you got to watch out for wasps. I have actually been stung a couple of times while tramping. I don't really like being disturbed, so just got to be careful where you set up camp. If it's in the middle of a beech forest, you're going to have lots of wasps floating around. So that's what the black stuff is. Looks like they're burnt, but they're not.
Maybe that.
And your neck fully open. That seems
Maybe
reasonable.
maybe
Try
flavor.
that.
Just get some water.
Gets the waters down here. Right, off to the river. I filled up a pot before, but had to dehydrate Sarge's food, which he didn't let dehydrate, to be fair. He just watched me pour it in, put some water on top, and then started eating it, so he was very hungry. Last of the dehydrated food from Curry, actually, because Curry's gone out of business. Unfortunately, COVID has taken another victim. So, thinking about you there, Jeff, because I know you put your heart and soul into that business, so I'm sure you'll bounce back once everything settles down, but thinking about you there. Yes, and the other thing we've done, so Gary bought one of these. It's called, let's have a look at this. There we go. Squeeze water filtration system from Sawyer. So we haven't been paid for this. I think he picked it up on sale from Further Faster, but he had to pay for it. So we're not, didn't get it for free or anything like that, so it's an honest endorsement. Said 10,000 litres of water it will filter before its filtration stops working, so that's pretty impressive really, to be fair. It'll last his tramping life, so I think he said it was about $80 or $90. So I'm actually thinking of getting one myself. So anyway, it unscrews there, fill the bag with the dirty water, I suppose, lack of a better term, and then you just tip it upside down, flick the cap, let's flick the cap, flick the cap, and out it comes. So it comes through not really fast, but that's good because it's got to do with the membrane. So the smaller the membrane, the more it traps, but of course the slower the water comes through. Sargie's found himself some more dinner. Problem is, we don't know how it died, Sarge. Sarge, leave. It's got maggots all through it. Sergeant, leave. So it could have been poisoned, and it's died from poison. So best we leave it, Sargie. Best we leave it. Because it's been 1080'd. That is deadly to dogs. So we're going to leave that. Although I didn't see any signs of 1080. I know we put a lot of signs up and stuff, but the fact it's full of maggots, Sarge, probably means we should leave it alone. Yeah? What do you reckon, Sargie bum? Eh? These mozzies are a pain in the backside. Right, those mozzies are a pain, Sargie. So is the sandflies. Let's go back inside.
Hi.
I think, yeah, get ourselves kind of organised for
Gentle.
Alright, day 2 on the trail, so much nicer day. Going to get some sun today, which will be quite nice. Sandflies are out though, so that's not overly nice, but yeah, all good. Then back into Christchurch. So there's also the Mount Oxford track, which goes up to the top of Mount Oxford. Apparently that's quite a gnarly climb up and down. That's only 8k's from the hut, or 8.7 or something. Whereas the Wharfdale, which is easier and a bit longer, is 15k's, just a tad over 15. So you've got a couple of options depending on how fit you are and you feel. So anyway, gorgeous day.